Here at Upworthy, we know stories about important stuff can be great stories. Like this one, about a dad empowering his daughter.
Raising a really strong, confident woman is super important for me, and making sure she's got great role models, but also being a great role model is a primary goal, I guess.
But do you know our story? A short while back, you might have noticed that with every new meme, viral video, and comment thread, the content dominating your feed was becoming less and less, well, meaningful. And the internet, with all its potential to connect us with the things that mattered, was actually distracting us with the stuff that didn't. Then Upworthy came along, with a theory. Upworthy stories can open hearts and change minds. And when people share meaningful, Upworthy experiences, lots of good happens. Over time, Upworthy learned so much about how to tell great stories that we not only shared them, we started to make our own. More and more meaningful, important, well, Upworthy stories were getting the attention they deserved, helping us feel, changing perspectives, generating hope, and connecting us. And the closer we feel, the bigger difference we can make. Because when you think about it, we're all part of the same story.
The first day the Pay It Forward program kind of started was when a gentleman walked in and he asked if a homeless person ever came in short, and he offered to pre-purchase a slice of pizza for the next homeless person. So he gave me $1. I ran out, got Post-it notes, put one up on a wall behind the register, told more people about it. Eventually, a couple days later, a homeless person came in. He had like 65 cents on him. And we told him to just keep the change. It was already paid for. He redeemed one of the pre-purchased slices. So now we've given away almost 10,000 slices of pizza.
Even before I was released from prison, I knew I was going back. Today is nothing in the world that could put me back in prison. You understand that? My name is James L. Ellaby Jr. I build one-of-a-kind, handmade tables out of refurbished wood. I bring what someone would call trash or garbage back to life.
What Refoundry is recognized is that there's something just innately human about working and producing with your hands. It gives you a sense of satisfaction and self-worth. And they feel a real connection with those pieces because they feel a lot that they've been discarded by society, that they don't have value and worth.
When I first started here, I didn't have patience. I didn't want to work for things. I wanted things to come to me.
The United States has 4% of the world's population and 25% of its prisoners. And when they come out, there's not a lot of opportunity for them. It's very hard for them to get living wage jobs. And when you don't have enough money to pay your bills, generally you go back to what you know, which is what got them in prison in the first place.
I look forward to working. I love seeing from a garbage piece of wood like this, how I could make something that a person pay good money for.
Me first, you first?
You.
Okay.
You choose.
She's been painting my nails since she was 2. I get interesting questions about the nails. I've had people ask, like, are you in a rock band? And when I walk around with them, I look at my nails that she's painted. I think about her, and that's really nice. So it's like a way of taking her around with me. Well, that's got sparkles in it. When little kids ask me questions, especially the boys, they ask, you're wearing nail polish? I'm like, yeah. And they say, that's for girls. And I'm like, no, it's not. Why? Like, I'm not a girl, I'm wearing it. What's the answer? What do you tell them?
There's no boy color or girl color.
That's right. Isn't it a great color? When I'm out with friends, I think definitely a lot of them in. I've gotten looks and you can tell that they're trying to figure out like what my deal is. Really for me, it's not about sexuality. It has nothing to do with that. Nails are not about gender either. It's just about colors and being comfortable doing it. You know, as a single dad, raising a really strong, confident woman is super important for me. And making sure she's got great role models, but also being a great role model is a primary goal, I guess. Yeah.
When you are constantly thinking about where your kids are going to sleep if they have no bed, how they're going to get their homework done with no light, where you're going to sit down, you can't think about where, you know, the long-term goals that your family has or dreams.
After I lost my job, I couldn't keep my house. I think I was just worried about the kids, how they felt like I could survive, I could do it, but I thought of them.
What we do is we gather used furniture and use it to decorate families' homes who are leaving homeless and abuse shelters. We want to create a situation where families have all obstacles removed for success. First thing that they do in the middle of the afternoon is get into their bed, every single time. And you try to get that through your brain, that these children, the most important thing to them is getting into their bed. Think about that when you get into your bed tonight.
Home is where the heart is, and this is definitely a home now. It's not just a house.
We're in our 607th home as of today, and we plan on helping everybody in Detroit who needs us.